Yo, what up guys, Fresco C here and welcome to Pilot Weapons Training. Today we're going to be talking about the R-97 Compact SMG. The R-97 Compact SMG actually excels a lot in close quarters combat. It's a submachine gun, it should, right? So, this gun is used often just for close quarters, but if you think you could hold that accuracy at longer distances, you could hit people too, but it'll be a little bit tougher. I love using this for close quarters and having secondaries that are good for long range. That way you can close the distance here and there. With this you could hold 40 rounds to a clip and 560 rounds on your character and all. But if you run and gun people, you're going to go through that 560 rounds real fast. There are a few different attachments you can use with this gun. There's the HCOG, which will give you a little bit more accuracy because you'll be able to see more and try to keep your accuracy on that little dot or arrow. Extended mags is if you're finding yourself running out of ammo mid gunfight, which I don't really find myself with this gun. I usually get the job done and then get out of there. Scatterfire is only good if you hip fire it. Scatterfire will make your reticle jump really high if you try to aim down sight, but if you're going for a hip fire kind of class, and I would definitely put on Scatterfire. Suppressor though. The suppressor is if you're trying to stay off the map. I like to match suppressor with cloak and keep off the map, and sometimes I like to match suppressor with the stim so I can run a gun. Those are your two perks that you're going to use, either stim or cloak. Stim's going to help you close the distance by catching up to the people and flanking behind them, and the cloak will help you being stealthy behind them. Either way, you're trying to close that distance and get close enough to where you could drop them. Alright, here's my tips to you for the R-97 SMG. It should really only be used on small maps that have a large amount of close quarters areas. If you have this SMG on close quarters areas, you'll overwhelm your enemy with the fire rate it has up close, and it's basically next to useless at range, like most submachine guns. But if you pair it with a long range sidearm, it'll help you close the gap. Basically, if someone's a bit longer range, you switch to your sidearm and you drop them. I would recommend the B3 Wingman. It allows you to close the gap, because if they're at a far enough distance where you can't hit them with that SMG, you'll be able to switch over to that Wingman and try to scare them away as you move in, giving you a chance to either use your cloak or stim to close the gap and finish them off with your SMG if you can. Alright guys, I'm going to give you my class setup now for the R-97. Of course, you're going to put on your R-97 Compact SMG. You're going to put that with HCOG, and you're going to put on a suppressor. I like to keep off the map. This is for me, but personal choice, up to you in the final opinion. But I'm going to tell you the best ones that are the best for me. So we're going to throw on that silencer, HCOG. Our sidearm is going to be the B3 Wingman. And for our anti-Titan weapon today, we're going to switch it up and go to the magnetic grenade launcher. For our ordnance, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on a satchel charge like usual, which is great, and we're going to put on a stim. I like to use stim because it closes the distance. Honestly, all my classes have stim because it's the best perk in my opinion. If you like using that active radar pulse, go ahead use it. If you like using that cloak, go ahead use it. But I'm giving you what my tips are for this class. Your tier 1 tip is going to be quick reload or run and gun. Because with run and gun, you could use your pistols and SMGs while you could fire them while sprinting, basically. So if you put automatic sprint on if you're playing on PC, then you could be running and sprinting and shooting people. But quick reload is very nice. It reloads the weapon very fast, even though it has fast reload already. Sometimes I don't really notice the run and gun since it doesn't really increase your speed or anything. So I would recommend quick reload kit for your tier 1 kit. For your tier 2 kit, I'm going to go ahead and put on Dead Man's Trigger. Basically, wherever you planted your C4s, if you're playing Domination or whatever, you plant your C4s, you don't blow them up, they'll explode on impact and hopefully you get a kill here and there. Sometimes you get a kill, sometimes you don't. But it's a good little precautionary thing, so sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I didn't do this in the last video, but I'm going to give you Titan weapons loadout too. This is going to be what you're going to put on for your Titan. For my Titan, I like to put on the Atlas with the chain gun. I put on electric smoke, and then I like to put on the cluster missile. What I do with electric smoke, every time I get rodeoed, deploy that electric smoke, damages anyone that's trying to kill you. And the cluster missile It's good for dropping people, but also if you're getting rodeoed, you run up to a wall, you shoot that cluster missile, it explodes all over you, and it'll still kill the guy rodeoing you. For my tier 1 kit for that, I like to put on the fast auto loader. Lets me get my stuff out faster, and I can use my freaking tactical ability, not tactical, ordnance over again. For my tier 2 kit, it's really just personal choice. I like to put on survivors, so when I'm getting shot and stuff, I don't have to abandon my Titan as quick, and I get to drop people and keep going with the fight. But that is my Titan setup, that is my class setup, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the smart pistol, and I will be giving you a setup on that, guys. And remember, good luck out there, pilots. Later. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like or a favorite, add it to your favorites, whatever you want to do.
Like a bullet train.